We're closing in on our goals of having the timing on that completely screwed up, apparently. Not quite sure how those got differently synced, but they clearly did. We're basically regenerating 1 iron per second by scrapping them. So we do have something working in both queues, right? Look at that, we're shot up all the way to level 98 right there. So that's all of those shovels. That's empty, though. We can start throwing anvils into there. How about that? Throw stone here. Iron goes down here. We are out of iron over here. Doesn't really upset me. Nearly the next toolsmithing. Hi, Screamer. What's up? Level 99. Okay. We are going to go continue our tunnel and mine. And we'll be going back up in time for the supply drop. That's a multiple of 3 plus 1. Looks like this continues a bit over. Scrap those last 2 anvils we have there. Got about another minute till that finishes. Aren't we supposed to be hitting like coal and stuff here? It really looks like it. There we go. Now, I'm guessing there are some people who have been watching and thinking, well, you know, at least having like a crossbow is better than a bow. I would say, yeah, generally, but the bow's better than the crossbow in a few ways in terms of rate of fire. And you can generally do, like, A crossbow is a nice thing to have, better than the bow, but I don't personally find it to be really a game changer. Like, it's better, I prefer it overall, but I don't feel like I'm going from, well, I am, you know, completely terrified of blank, but now with a crossbow I am completely okay with blank. It's like, if I can take it with a crossbow, I can probably take it with a bow. Both make me slightly nervous if I somehow got ambushed and caught by multiple dogs or something, don't get me wrong. But then we get to the, well, isn't having like a gun better than no gun? Well, I mean, here's the problem. What are you going to do for ammo? Or more specifically, how are you going to get the calipers? Like, there's a working stiffs back in that town, I think, so say you loot it, and say you don't get a calipers because your scavenging and level are low, which means you have a less chance of getting it. What then? You spent the time looking, you have no calipers, so even if you get a firearm, you can't make ammunition for it. Maybe you picked up some bullets, and that's nice, but how long are they going to last? Meanwhile, you've been delaying other stuff that you want to do eventually anyway, and that if you'd done first, you would be much better off having done. Need to head back in a moment. Alright, let's get going. Looking for the plane. Where's the plane? Is that going to be on the lake? It's also kind of funny because I played on a dedicated server called Bartertown for a bit. The idea is sort of in the title, right? That instead of everyone being like, oh, hey, I live off by myself and I'm basically playing a solo game, except there are other people in the world that I probably never run into. You know, the idea is that people actively try to live in sort of a central town for the most part, maybe have like outposts scattered around, and people barter for things. You know, people go out and scavenge, other people like to sit there and craft, other people like to mine. Other people like to go hunting for animals or other stuff, right? And each of them can trade what they do for the other stuff that they want. Of course, part of that kind of falls apart when the scavengers trying to find, you know, special things can't get... Oh, the deer freaking chose that moment to move. No. Still no good. But we are level 99, and our scavenging's, what, like 91 at this point, probably? 90 still. So we'll go ahead and pop this. Come on, why can't I loot the freaking spirit nest? Come on, work with me. Are you serious? Hi, bear. Ah, screw it. Normally I'd say wait, but I'm in a annoyed mood right now, so... Don't try this at home. Well, I mean, you can try it at home if you want, just, you know. Be aware that it could lead to horrendous death for you. Fair warning. If you're not confident about that, the smart thing to do would be to wait till the bear wanders off a bit more, just mark it on your map and come back later. Though getting that first sneak attack headshot can make a huge difference, because that's like a times, 6 bonus on that first hit. I wish that receiver was the 593, frankly. Is this just a path that dead ends, apparently? I'm curious. Where's that deer? Wasn't there a deer over here? Come on, deer. Where were you? You are not a deer. But you're annoying, so bugger off. So, I did get hit there, so you shouldn't risk that. I just wanted to hit it with the axe, because I'm annoyed. And that's where the deer went, because it's... like, really... Yeah, I should have just moved closer and made sure I hit it. But I wanted to practice. So tomorrow, presumably, we could resume scavenging. With the caveat that we're still not going to actually learn anything we find until we actually get 100 in the appropriate skill. That's the caveat there. I don't even know what kind of tailoring we have in this game. Presumably not very much. Oh, look, it's a wandering horde. This is a situation where you should just dodge them. So basically, what I'm doing, don't do this. As you see, I've got nothing useful from 5 of those. And I won't get anything useful from her either. Or from her. So it's like an army of these chicks now? Wow. Why did I use the axe, you might add? Longer reach than the hunting knife, considering that wasn't... Now, that said... Right, not hunting knife, with then the bone chip, because I don't know how much damage the bone chip really does. Yeah, the bone chip does not do much entity damage. And does better than nothing, but the steel axe does more. Which means you technically can do stuff like this. Oh wow, I did not expect to one-shot that. I just meant to stagger her. Huh. Maybe this is because I have mining tools so high up or something? I don't know. Oh, that is another interesting point. How much of this is from the mining tools? And does that actually, you know, affect? You sneaky little bugger. Yes, that was more or less a waste of time. I picked up one brass doorknob, basically. And I probably should have gotten a sprained leg, frankly. But you might have remembered from earlier saying, you know, you can't afford to waste some time even. And I was annoyed. And trying to have something that was a little less tedious and boring for the viewers. Okay, we got one shot here, and if this doesn't work... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with this, so one more shot. Since we're so freaking close, apparently. Exactly how that happened, I'm not quite sure. Come on. Oh, you stuck there? I guess so. Curious. I'm curious. Anyway, we need a minimum of pants and a shirt. Not the time. Not the time, pal. Do have some more gunpowder stuff, and coal, and also the bullet casings, and the building chest gets this other stuff. Weapons. Medical crate gets a few new things. Food crate gets a few. SMG parts will go in there, so we have 2 barrels now, so that's probably going to be useless. Sniper rifle receiver can go there. BRB. You know what? I'll leave it on pause. I do want to reiterate that this isn't a matter of showing off or whatever. It's just helping demonstrate the point that playing perfectly every second is nowhere close to being a requirement as long as you play smartly in general. Play smart in general? I'm trying to figure out which of the two it would be right now. Play intelligently in general, right? What do I want to do? Let's be a lawnmower, since we just had a screamer come by. Tomorrow we go back to looting more in earnest. With the caveat that we still can't... I am torn. Do I potentially take another day and like finish that tunnel? I mean, mining tools are at 100. We do need more gunpowder mats, but we're not going to be finding those, you know, on the way to the tunnel. And I mean, we're going to have to divert off to the side, so that's not really an argument for building the tunnel. Doing the tunnel seems like it might be better reserved for Dog Day. Beat some zombies with your fists! Oh shit, we only have... I didn't realize this was one of the timed ones. I didn't think it was. Do we even have any beer? Nope. Drain alcohol? Arg. I don't know if this applies. I'm going to stop this video and try to look this up real fast. Bad news. Looks like drunk requires you to drink 5 beers or grain alcohol, which we don't have. So we're not going to get this achievement, sorry. Try to hold the pitch mobs and pitchforks if you can, please. What do I want to do here? Let's do this, I suppose. Why am I doing the tailoring first rather than like making the tools first, because I can scrap the plant fiber clothes back into plant fiber while I'm skilling up the weaponsmithing here. I'm going to pause the iron arrowheads for a moment and requeue like 24 more plant fiber pants. Depending on how things go here, we might be able to max weaponsmithing and toolsmithing before tomorrow morning. Gunsmithing might be a bit trickier. Still baffled that they made it so binary on the loot. Like, I just can't get over that. Why not have level scaling? Even if it's like exponential level scaling, you know, that every like level, instead of getting linearly better, you know, it gets like 5% better or something. So it'd be like, you know, 5% better for the first, 1.05 times 1.05, which is like what? Like a little over 10% better for the second. By the time you got up to like level 10 or something, right? There'd be what? 63% better after 10 rather than 50, and the difference just keeps, you know, growing from there. I mean, I'm thinking we're probably okay with nearly 2.5, 5K lead in there, right? That's... Let's say 2/3 of it went for buckshot and 1/3 for bullets. It's 800 bullets and 800 shotgun shells. That's melted right there. I suspect that'll be sufficient for a while. I'm sure we have even more lead in here, don't we? Yeah. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. I actually could make a few more iron arrows. And they give it experience, right? So... Well, cloth fragments, yeah. There's a lot of cotton, wow. And do some more hay bales, that's good. So it can't attach to the wall, it has to stand on its own. Interesting. Level 31 or 32, depending on how the breakpoint's calculated. Haha, you might as well be level 1. Level 32 or 33. Wow, now you're suddenly getting a bonus. Repeat. Like, why? Why? Going to need to go back upstairs in a moment because that the iron arrowheads I think that were or whatever was melting into the main forge I'm pretty sure are done or will be shortly. Just trying to get a little bit more so we can have the queue flow in if possible. So we do mainly need iron right now here, don't we? You're doing okay here, I suppose. Are anvils melted down? Probably. Meanwhile, we got at least one guy over there yelling at something. Probably beating up one of the giant rocks rather than going around it. The pathfinding for zombies definitely seems a bit weirder this patch in terms of them just running up against something in their way that they used to path around. They'll path around like some objects but not others, and that's the weird thing. Given the lack of iron that was in the forges, you might have already realized that the idea of maxing toolsmithing and weaponsmithing tonight is basically a shot. Nobody gets some. Would max one? Maybe. Max both? No way. Well, I mean, maybe. I don't think there's any way to even max both. Might be able to. We can probably max weaponsmithing versus by spamming clubs alone if necessary, but I'm trying to work on gunsmithing here too, so we can actually learn those patterns. So much gravel. So much gravel. Why? Amazingly enough, we're actually short on coal overall right now. Though, after this section of right there, Might not be the case anymore. And we have extra coal upstairs and all, you know, so people might remember. So much sand. So much sand I'm almost tempted to switch to my shovel. It swings slightly faster than the pickaxe. Normally I don't think it's worth taking the time to swap. But with this here, well... I wonder how close we are to max gunsmithing. Hopefully in the 90s, maybe? Maybe? 92. Here's where, if you're running into problems like that, I normally wouldn't bother, but here's where you can do, you know, things like using wood frames to your advantage. Like scaffoldings like that. That looked funny to me. There's probably something there. Anything there? Nope, not really. And thus ends day 16.